have a little Diet Coke. We got Slayer V1. Good luck to our bro. We got Hop Hey La La Lay. Hopping mad after that hand. Not hitting. Hope he's doing well as well. And we got Pocket 8s. Nice. Let's pull the chat up. Now, it's always interesting. We always have an interest in, if you like, where has the stream, where has the raid gone to the raid, gone to the raid, gone to the raid kind of deal. In this case, it's ended up Crazy Sixes. Good luck to Crazy Sixes. The raid chain eventually ended up on you, mate. And then you were the final raider, something. Let's start with a chip with the queen line off. Okay, good, we're live. So we've got 2 overs, we've got a gut shot. I think we'll start with a call here. Good check raise as well, but I think with this hand it's quite like to call and just realise the equity. The queen and the 9 are both obviously nice outs to hit. The queen more so. 7 of course is something as well. So turn, do we ever want to donk this turn? It's an option, but I think to be honest we'll just check. Our hand has become a lot worse with this 3. Our range has strengthened, our hand has become worse. So now, for example, our range, any 4x, any 2x or whatever, it picks up gut shots, stuff like that. Hey, nice looking river. So some 4x in our opponent's range, that would make a lot of sense. In his bet check range, will certainly contain some. I think we'd actually go forward to go quite big. I might even 3.5 this. I think it's very difficult to fold a 4. And we're not looking, he's not got too much 2 pair in his range, I wouldn't think. Some 9-10 suited really, because 9-10 off would probably jam, and 9-10 suited can only have spades or diamonds or whatever. So we go a bit bigger. We get called by a Shuma 4, which is obviously, again, pretty, yeah, it was a 4. Pretty sucks, you know what I mean? Like, it's a pretty uncomfortable position to be in. But lucky for us. Could I fold a 4 in that spot? Probably not. I just, GG. You got it, you got it. Shout out to the boy Nicky. Now, is that light a bit... I feel like the light's a bit bright, so let's take it down a notch. Is that too dark now? We don't know. I have to remind Pedro, has asked me, make sure that I get the lighting correct. So I'm looking on the screen. It looks okay in terms of... He wants the right brightness for the... what do you call them? The thumbnails. Just use that for whatever you want, you know. Great. If you need it a bit brighter, there you go. That's the admin's taken care of. Okay, we can make it a bit darker. Shine it less in my eyes now. All right, we got some chat coming in. Thank you all for being here and give me some company with your beautiful chat. Good morning, Mr. Tomo. I'm here for the donking. Good luck, good luck. Good morning, Mr. Galactic Tranquility. It's Thursday here, very early morning. Well, thank you very much for being here, Galactic Tranquility. A pleasure as always to have your company as you join us on our journey of donking. Maybe. Casmarol, Tomo, good luck, good luck, good luck. Povedenia, Collego, Povedenia. How are we, Casmarol? 1,560 spins and 2 diamonds, 5 of hearts to the end. Tough, tough. Congratulations on so much volume, Casmarol. That's very nice. As I live and breathe, VRHKRV. How are we, buddy? Nice to see you here. We're going to jam our Queen Jack off for 9 bigs. And let's see how we get on. So, we'll limp the 10-2 suited. Ace-10 forward, just start with a C-bet typically. And we're going to check. I think we'll start with a bet here. Can check some of these hands. It will be certain checks at GTO, but I think having just a simplified range of just range betting, to be honest, makes your life easy. I mean, this obviously sucks, but I think, to be honest, I might fold here, and I'd much rather continue with a club. Like, I know people are like, well, this isn't a fold. What are you talking about? But, like, well over a quarter of a range is a club, okay? So, when you think about it, what is he repping? He's repping a strong hand there. And what does our hand have against a strong hand? No outs. So, against the check raising range, which isn't an ace-x, it's 2 pair or a flush, we don't have outs. So, when we're talking about, though, outs against, let's say, with the rest of our hand, of course we get an ace, that's better. We can have a flush ourselves, but we can also have a lot of flush draws, or we can have an overpair with a flush or something like that. So I think we'd rather continue there with a club. Over a quarter of our hands are going to have a club. It's more like a third of our hands or something, actually way more. Because you think about it, you get 2 cards, and one of those cards has to be a club for us to have a flush draw. So I think often people can overly defend. Sometimes. It depends a lot as well on other stuff, but yeah. Tomo, when will you have Wubs on as a guest on the stream? Well, Wubs is very available. Not available, sorry. We're very available. Wubs, I think, is the opposite. He's very unavailable. He's very much booked in. I've tried chatting with his agent, Ducky, but yeah, apparently can't make it. He's too busy doing his raps, I think. I think that's what's happening. Wubs, you got another rap in the closet coming up? Clean out your closet with another little donk rap. These voices, and when I hear, I exploit these voices. Something like that, I'm thinking, yeah? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? VR says, just finished the day session. It was fucking painful. I lost 40 buy-ins. That is, that's a tough one. I'm sorry to hear you had a bad session, VR. That is, nothing can obviously, let's say, one thing I will encourage you to try and, or one thing that's helped me in the past is once you've had a bad losing session, we all will have bad losing sessions. That's okay. What it does do is bring an opportunity now to respond in a very positive way. So if you think about it, let's imagine we're all poker players and we're all competing and we all have our own strengths and weaknesses. Now, most poker players, when they're running well, play kind of good. But especially amongst the, let's say, more established, experienced regs, and VI will consider yourself as one of those, you now have a wonderful profit source opportunity here, which is to respond better than, let's say, the average regs you face. And now a wonderful profit source is available to you in both a kind of metaphysical, but also in a very much legitimate way. And so if you can think, what would my opponents do in a similar situation? They might get frustrated, they might go gamble, they might chase losses, or you can think of a lot of bad things to do, and you can do none of those things. And then you can think, well, what would the best player in the world do? And they'd say, well, you know, take it in the stride, a bit frustrating, review some hands, see how things went, anything I could have done better, make some notes, and then, you know, take some time off if they need to, and then, you know, when necessary, go back to the tables. If you can do that, it's a fantastic profit source. And it's funny because I was talking to someone else yesterday who had a bad downswing. And we were talking about it because it'd been a while since they'd been on a downswing. They'd had quite a few winning sessions, and it was the lesson we were trying to take away from is you can make this bad session actually one of your most profitable sessions long term if you respond in the right way. And so when we do well, we just think great and we forget about it, move on with our lives. Okay. When we do bad, we think, okay, what can I do better next time or something? And if you can find just 1 or 2 lessons from that to take away, it could be your most profitable session ever. So there's something, hopefully, VR for you. I hope it helps. If not, then sympathies if that's preferred. Anyway, got a rap right here for you. And Wubsy literally took the time when I was rambling to say it. Oh, get me on the stream. Pipe dream. I'm out here check raising, making cream. It seems you have mixed me up with a rapper that's available. Is Tommy Stream sizable? Is it scalable? Relatable? Debatable? Lyrics that are stateable? Now chatting breeze. Skept agrees. Very capable. I sort of said that in a more of a poetry way, but thank you very much, Wubsy. Very, very nice. Great work as always, by the way. I'll be honest, I think Wubsy has such a huge hit ratio when put under the spot, and we're just like, drop us something, Wubsy. No Lux Key, thank you for the follow. We just say, Wubble Twig, drop us some lyrics, or we throw him a song, bam, straight off the bat. Very, very talented in the rapping department. Less so in the poker, but very, very good. Metaphysical Thomas lyrical with syllables. See? Yeah, done for now. Cheers. Thanks, Wubsy. Thank you, Wubsy. Anything to a song though is what we're waiting for. Or are you waiting for Joe? New song now, Joe, please. Is that what we're waiting for? Is that on its way? We're hoping Joe returns with an album. I would hype it so much, by the way. Joe, if you're ever listening, please release a new album. Okay, we'll play again. By the way, you do have to be slightly cautious because we could run out of money if we lose 25 in a row or something. Vikilla22, thank you very much for the follow. Now, when I say thank you for the follow, Vikilla. When I say run out of money, of course, bankroll management is everything. Gamble responsibly, everybody watching. Very much strongly encourage that. I'm not actually running out of money. But just in terms of what's on my account currently, we've got 25 buy-ins, or we had 25 buy-ins. We've now got 21 buy-ins. Would never play that. Would never play these games if that was all I had. Unfortunately, Team 6-1 bankroll is limitless. Maybe. Not sure. Don't know. But, what should we do here? What should we do here? Should we bet? Should we check? So it's very close to betting and checking. I actually will go for the bet for basically a small blocker. Because of our diamond and club combo, reducing the combinatorics of continues that our opponent would have. If we had, for example, spades here, it would be worse because then our opponents are more likely to have continues. Now we've hit a turn. That's a good turn to hit. So I think we'll go for a 3.45. And then we'll try and figure out what to do on the river. One of the challenges with this hand is I don't really know what I'm doing. Now, that's a challenge with many hands. But what I mean is I didn't really have a plan for the river. And that's why I'm not so thrilled about it. I think we jam. But it's a bit tight in terms of getting called by worse. But at the same time, what are we going to do? We're going to check fold? No. We're going to check call? No. We're going to jam. So I think it's the only option we have left. And that's exactly why we're worried, especially on this 9. Like, 6-7 got there. Jack 10 gets there. Queen 9 gets there. And when we think about some of the worst hands in our opponent's range, I do think a lot of Queen X, of course.